Good evening, everyone. It is now 7 p.m. I will call the Tuesday, March 1st, 2022 Board of Selectmen meeting to order. All three selectmen are present. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
All right, I make a motion that we approve the Board of Selectmen special meeting minutes from February 14th, 2022.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion on these minutes?
No, I'm good.
On this one? Yep. Okay, all in favor of approving the minutes from February 14th, 2022, say aye.
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 Aye. Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the Board of Selectmen minutes from Tuesday, February 15th, 2022.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion on these minutes?
None.
Not for me.
All right, all in favor of approving the minutes from February 15th, 2022, say aye.
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 Aye. That motion passes. I'll make a motion that we approve the special selectmen meeting minutes from February 16th, 2022.
Second.
In a second, any discussion on these minutes?
No.
All in favor of approving the special selectmen meeting minutes from February 16th, 2022, say aye.
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 Aye. That motion passes. Make a motion that we approve the special selectmen meeting minutes from Tuesday, February 22nd, 2022. Make that motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion in a second. Any discussion on these minutes?
No.
Okay, I don't either. All in favor of approving the special selectmen meeting minutes from February 22nd, 2022, say aye.
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 Aye. Two more. Make a motion that we approve the special selectmen meeting minutes from Thursday, February 24th, 2022.
Second.
Motion in a second. Any discussion on these minutes? These have a little more detail. They looked okay to me, though.
Look good.
Okay, all in favor of approving the special selectmen meeting minutes from February 24th, 2022, say aye.
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 Aye. Aye. Final one. Make a motion that we approve the special selectmen meeting minutes from Friday, February 25th, 2022.
Second.
Okay, motion in a second. Motion in a second. Any discussion on these minutes?
The only thing I picked up on is
Under item number 2.
motion by A. St. Ange and then seconded by A.S. Witkowski.
Okay, so that's just a minor.
Just a minor typo.
Did you get that, Dottie? Thumbs up, probably will. Okay. Ken, did you see anything else?
No, I didn't see anything else.
Okay, there's nothing else. All in favor of approving the special selectmen meeting minutes from Friday, February 25th, 2022, with that typo corrected, say aye.
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 Aye. That passes. We have one piece of correspondence from Northeast Opportunities for Wellness. They're looking for donations. I know Ms. White had asked at the last meeting about the police report. I haven't seen it yet, so I will be inquiring about that because.
Isn't it the second meeting of the
No,
month?
no, because last one was the second. It's usually the first. So, so I'll just inquire about it, just to see if we missed it somehow and make sure that it's put on, since she asked about it in some of the minutes. Any other correspondence that Suzanne, you or Ken received?
No, nothing.
just the budget stuff, but.
Right. Okay. All right, moving on to agenda item 5, selectmen comments. Any selectmen comments at this time?
No? I am very happy that the municipal budget is complete and that we voted upon it. And I think it's a very good, solid budget. I think it encompasses the town's needs. And I hope that we have good success when it goes out to referendum.
I couldn't agree more. And with that being said, I do want the public to know that there is the public presentation on Thursday. It will be held via Zoom, but also in person at the high school auditorium. That starts at 7 p.m. The Board of Finance has decided to convene a workshop immediately after that presentation. So they will recess at the school and move down here to begin a budget workshop immediately. So we will have a larger screen that the school is providing for us, and they're going to get to work on it.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
know.
Excellent.
So that was kind of a new twist. That was Aaron and I talking last night about it, and he asked if I thought that would be a good idea, and I said, sure, why not? And just another thing to note, the Selectmen's update is out. You can access it online. We also have copies here. And then also on March 22nd, there will be an in-person FOIA class here in the Merrill Sine room to talk about freedom of information, something citizens and board and commission members should know about. So I encourage everybody who's interested to come and attend. I think that's at 7 p.m. Sorry, that's 6 to 7 p.m. on Tuesday, March 22nd.
And there are flyers up here if anyone is interested.
Yeah.
I attended the Zoom that we had last month, and it's very information.
Yeah.
It's very good information.
It's always a good refresher
Always.
for all of us. So,
Comment. What it does, so.
I don't have anything else to share. Ken, anything? Making sure?
No, other than the budget presentation, which you covered, and obviously the more people that participate and listen to the budget process, for the coming weeks and giving input will help guide the Board of Finance and a better understanding of the budget. So this is one of the things where people do have a good opportunity to give their input, and they should.
Agreed. Well said. Okay, with no other selectmen comments, we will move on to citizen comments. And I just want to invite the public to, if you're in the virtual audience, to unmute yourself. You could type in the chat box. If you are here in the live audience, it's important to come up to the table close to the echo canceling microphone or speak very loudly, project your voice. Because if you don't project your voice, or if you're not close enough, the virtual audience and our recording secretary won't be able to hear you. So with that, I open the floor to citizen comments. Oh, Valerie Clark has her hand up. We will let Ms. Clark go first.
Hi, give me a second, please. Just trying to click all the buttons that I need to click. So at the next Board of Selectmen's meeting on March 15th, it's my understanding you'll be discussing the PA 490 open space program. At that time, I'm requesting that you please ensure the overwhelming requests from the taxpayers and citizens of the town are honored, and ensure the program is codified, implemented, administered, and taxed the same way as it has historically been for the past 43 years, without any changes or modifications. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Clark. Okay, and Mr. Warner.
Bill Warner, Lowell Davis Road. I just want to say, Ken, thank you for your vote yesterday on the budgets regarding community fire. It's been noted and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Citizen comments? Oh, Mr. Warner and Ms. Clark, did you state your name and address? I need to make sure Dottie has that. Oh, you did? Okay, sorry, Mr. Warner. Ms. Clark, did you state your address?
Valerie Clark, 105 Ulm Road.
Okay, thank you. All right, please state your name and address.
Roger Tremblay, 458 Brandy Hill Road. A few years ago, when Ken Boseleg was selectman, he had fencing put up on the bridge between the state park side and the mountain side. Unfortunately, that was put up to protect the kids and the citizens. That bridge was, fencing was ripped down, and I believe the bridge was, the rest of the fencing was taken down by the town. Is that correct?
Temporarily through the winter,
So my question is, when do you plan on putting it back up?
most likely in the spring.
Most likely,
Most likely, it's going to depend on
the weather?
the schedule and the weather.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I did notice that. And the way it was ripped down, it was a little dangerous.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yep.
because it was very jagged and.
Sally would like to speak.
Yes, absolutely, Ms. White.
Good evening, everyone, fellow citizens, selectmen. I just wanted to note, although I know you've already approved the minutes, that on the meeting of February 15th, it is relatively minor, but where I was referred to as having said something to the effect about trouble with having voting at the East Thompson Fire Department. The only reason that came to my attention is because somebody contacted me and they were surprised that I had said that there was trouble in the East Thompson Fire Department. And I actually had not said that I was the source. My intent was to refer that I'd heard, that I understood that some people said that parking was a problem in East Thompson, but I wasn't complaining and saying that it was a problem to use East Thompson Fire Department. So I don't want people to get the impression that I didn't like to have voting there. I did say that I felt that whatever problems people thought there were could easily be worked out if people did some planning and worked together, that if there were any hiccups or any problems, that it could probably be modified or altered somehow so that it could work well. And I had asked whether or not there had been any discussion on how to fix whatever perceived problems there were. So I don't want to go on and on. I've already talked too much, but I had never said myself that I thought it was a problem, but I referred to it. And I understand taking these notes is very difficult, especially over the mics from the computers and here and there. And so it's not a criticism at all. And you don't necessarily have to change them. I just wanted to put that out there. And very briefly, I attended the meeting last night at Planning and Zoning. And I thought about, well, what can I say tonight in that I too strongly believe that it would be wise for the Board of Selectmen to continue the policy of PA 490 open space as it has been for the past 40 plus years. And one of the basic things for that is the least disruptive to the town. And it's the most respectful and considerate of the citizens and the taxpayers to continue what has been settled policy. So I'd appreciate if you would consider that to be the best route. Thank you very much. Have a good night, you all.
Thank you. And Ms. White, could you just state your address again for the record for our recording secretary?
Certainly. Officially, Sarah White, 308 East Thompson Road.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Citizen comments. The floor is still open for citizen comments. Live audience, virtual audience. All right, hearing and seeing none, we will move on to agenda item 7. Request from the Board of Finance. I'm going to do probably one at a time, but I'll make a motion just so that we can open it up for discussion. I'll make a motion that we request that the Board of Finance fund containers for the transfer station. These are roll-off containers, and that they utilize money from the sale of equipment at Public Works. I'll make that motion. Did I make that right?
I think it would not be specific as to where the money comes from.
Where the money comes from? Okay. I know I thought about that.
But
Do we
I
have a
think
dollar figure?
We do. I could add that in it, yeah. Okay, so let me revise this. I'll make a motion that we request $21,535.87 to fund, from the Board of Finance, to fund roll-off containers for the transfer station.
And I'll second
How
that.
much?
Okay, we
What
have a
did we
motion and
get?
seconded, so it's open for discussion.
And that was my question too, Ken.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah, what did we get to-
$24,000. I believe it was 24,000. Let me see if I can find out. I'm sorry, I should have had that and I don't.
Well, it's more than what we're asking for.
Definitely more than what we're asking for, but let me just double check anyways. I'm just gonna see if I can get in touch with Rich.
And how old is that quote, Amy?
It is only from
19?
January 19th.
No, 12/20 is
Oh,
when it was
12/20.
correct. It says it
Expires
expires
on the
1/19.
19th, but I think they would honor it. I mean, I could get a new quote too, and then we could start the process all over again. They're not going anywhere.
No, my only thinking is that there may have been some inflation cost. I just want to make sure that whatever we're requesting, because you can put up to,
Good point.
you know, if you think it's another 500 because of the shipping, materials, you know, at least, you know, we know that we know that the sale of equipment will cover it, just to make sure that, you know, we don't have to go back to them again.
Let's see if I can get an answer. I could search through my emails.
I think you had it on the last agenda. Let me see. Amy, I think you'd be safe in doing what Ken is suggesting and adding, you know, an up to dollar amount and even go like to 23,000 because we know.
$23,000 after the fees. So 23,000, Ken, after the
Okay.
fees.
And the dollar amount you were saying the quote was what?
21,535.87.
So we could, take back our motions
Okay.
and seconds and amend, and then create a new motion
So
to
I'll-
say not to exceed 23,000.
All right, I will rescind my motion.
In my second.
And I will make a motion then that we request up to $23,000 from the Board of Finance for the purchase of 2 roll-off containers for the transfer station.
Second.
Okay, motion and a second. Further discussion on this item? Okay, hearing none, all in favor of this motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And that motion passes.
Yeah, just supply the Board of Finance with the info.
Right.
So they understand.
So the second item was a Public Works request that we received at the start of budget season. He had come to the understanding that the current fire alarm monitoring system was inoperable. So he requested a quote from Venture just to see where he was at. And it's obviously something that will have to go out to bid, but it is more of an emergency situation because we certainly don't want that garage not monitored for fire. It was something, I think we all agreed that we didn't think it should wait for fiscal year 23. The fact that it hasn't been protected, we're not certain how long, but it's certainly for insurance purposes and the protection of all that equipment. It would be important, imperative that we do this sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
That being-
we definitely could run into an issue with the insurance company if something were to happen.
So with that, I would make a motion, I mean, kind of the same type of motion, the quote from Venture was $26,654. And then there's annual fire alarm monitoring that will have to be considered as well. So obviously we'll go out to bid, so this would be likely one of the high, I mean, if anybody came in higher, we wouldn't consider them. So I would say I'll make a motion that we request up to $28,000 from the Board of Finance to replace the fire alarm monitoring system at the town garage, the Public Works garage.
I'll second that.
It's open for discussion.
So we actually would have to go out to bid on this.
Because it's bid policy would be over 10,000, but we could do it right away. Yeah, we could have it put on the Board of Finance, one of their special meetings coming up. It's
I would suggest we do that.
right.
And as long as it's listed on the special meeting, it can be talked about. If it's not listed, we can't ask.
Yeah, it's definitely, we can wait on the containers and then we can get another quote to make sure that we're
Next
good.
regular meeting,
But this I think is an emergency.
do we have any idea how long they've been ineffective?
Doesn't know. He thought they were working, we paid for a phone line and everything, and then it got tested. And the fire marshal went in and did another inspection and said, you don't even want the system anyways. So it doesn't meet the current standards.
Who was servicing that system?
I'm not certain.
Because
It
I would
wasn't
assume
Venture.
that it wasn't Venture, right?
No.
And I would assume that they were doing regular inspections of the system.
I can get that information.
Usually
That's
this,
my question.
under normal conditions, our systems are supposed to be tested once a year.
Right.
Yeah, I know at
Mhm.
my places of employment, we test them, I think, a little more frequently, but
Right. And I know at Town Hall, we use Venture and they come in annually.
annually.
They service the system and they inspect annually. I don't know who was through the garage. I can find out from Rich. And I believe, and now that you're saying that, I believe in our conversation, he said they had been coming to inspect it.
Well, at
I'll find
least
out
the
who it
fire
was.
marshal we know is doing his job. That's a good thing.
Yeah, he went
And-
right down.
Getting this rectified as soon as possible. That could be a very costly
Right down to some of the OSHA standards too, like for the strobe lights, if the guys were in there working and something happened and, I don't know, power went out and it was dark, or
Right.
you want the strobe lights to direct them to, yeah. Any other discussion on this motion?
No.
Just your thought is, because normally I would ask this of Orla, Finance Director, but your thought of where this funding would come from?
Contingency potentially, we haven't touched it this year.
We have not, so there's still 30,000.
Correct,
And of course, that's up to the Board of
Right.
Finance. Just curious.
But
right.
we do have contingency that's untapped at this time.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
All right. So all in favor of making this request of the Board of Finance, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, and that motion passes. We'll see what the Board of Finance does. Agenda item 8, request for proposal for new town law firm. Our current attorneys just told me in the last week that they will be raising their prices. Not substantially, but it's still a price increase. I haven't always been satisfied with their service. I think it's a good opportunity. I think that we should go out for bid, and just
I don't think we've, Ken, do you remember when was the last time we went out for bid? 5 years
5
ago? I know we were talking
It's
about,
probably around there.
yeah. I think it's time.
Yeah.
It can't hurt.
right.
So what do you need? Do you need a motion to,
I don't know.
I think you do.
I would think so.
I'll make a motion that we go out to bid for a new town attorney or a new law firm.
Law firm.
Yeah, an RFP for a new law firm. Because I think RFPs have to be approved by the Board of Finance. I mean, Board of Selectmen. So I'll make that motion.
And I'll second that motion. Open for any further discussion. All in favor of moving forward with a request for proposal for a new town law firm? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And that motion passes. Is there any other business that we need to bring before the board tonight? I don't have any.
Neither do I.
No, I don't either.
Okay. So agenda item 10, that brings us back to citizen comments. Any citizen comments at this time? Okay, Mr. Tremblay, come on back up.
Dr. Tremblay, 458 Granby Hill Road. And reading Selectmen's update here, I have 2 questions on page 7.
Oh.
It says here on veterans, filing your DD 214 with the town clerk, you may be eligible to receive an assessment reduction of $6,000. Years ago, I did file my DD 214. I believe the assessment was $2,000. Do I have to reapply? First question.
Okay.
Second question is, Public Act 490. If you have 25 acres or more of forest land, you may be eligible for reduced assessment if you've had that land designated as forest by State of Connecticut certified forester. Do I have to get a forester down here to tell me that I have wooded land? Do I have to present that information back to the assessor? Thank you.
All right. So I just want to make sure I'm clear, Mr. Tremblay, on your question. You're questioning whether or not you have to reapply for the veterans.
Or if there is
Assessment reduction.
If there is an increase on the reduction up to 6,000, I believe it was only 2,000 when I applied.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I will find out for you. And then I believe that is an accurate statement about a forester, but I will get the definite answer from
And
Mr. Hopkins.
The other question on both items, it says may.
Mhm.
be eligible, may be eligible. So I guess what I'm looking for is if I am not, please tell me why.
Okay, you're
And
welcome.
That's a good question. I'd be curious
Yeah.
if someone has a DD 214, how they would not be
Mhm.
eligible.
Right. Okay. Any other citizen comments? Oh, please. Just come close, state your name and
My name
address.
is Wayne O'Brien. I live at 108 Fabian Road. I only have 18 acres. What happens?
For forest land?
It's been forestry
Oh.
since I bought it. What happens? Anybody have any idea? Yeah. Be a nice question. I mean, I understood anybody that had it, your grandfather. Is that the case?
We can find out for you, absolutely. Do you want to check back with my office tomorrow? I'll have an answer first thing.
Okay.
But did you want to speak on it?
Well, I
Um,
just wanted to say, was it open space or was it forestry? There's two different,
Right.
two separate categories. Because forestry is actually, it's supposed to have 25 acres.
Mhm.
And open space was 3 acres and above.
Right.
And that's the 490 that we're working on now. I don't know if that helps them at all.
Yeah.
but-
Right.
Check with the tax guy too.
I'll get the information, pull up your property card and we'll be able to see what it's listed as. So I'll get that answer for you first thing.
Changing around here.
I do have a question though, just on that meeting is that this Thursday at the school?
Yes. All right, any other citizen comments?
Sally,
Yes.
you were talking about that alarm system, and it made me think in terms of the assets that the town has, the maintenance contracts or items that need to be tested. Do you keep a record, an ongoing record that is up to date of every asset that has a maintenance contract, when the testing is done, who did it and what the results were? If I were to walk into your office, could you pull out a sheet that shows that so that you are able to stay on top of that? I would think that each department would be the near-term responsible entities for anything that's within their department that needs maintenance and repairs and testing. But the board should have an overarching list and to know and in order to perform oversight. Do you have such a document?
I think, Suzanne, did you want
I
to?
thought the finance director kept all the contracts, the maintenance contracts, and kind of oversaw those contracts, but I'm,
And as far as fixed assets, she recently, before
It does
she
that.
left, she fixed,
a complete
she took,
asset list.
yes,
Yeah.
because that was missing prior. So, so hopefully we're correcting some of these small flaws but I'll take that suggestion to heart, Sally, and, I'll look within the fixed asset schedule and have a conversation with our department heads.
That would be wonderful. I know us taxpayers would like to think that all these items are taken care of and watched over. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Make sure I write that down.
I am almost positive, as a Board of Finance member, we have discussed that before. I'm not positive, so I don't want to be held.
Any other citizen comments? Oh, yes, please. Just come, make sure that the mic can pick you up.
Budget Front Road, 458 Brandy Hill Road. I think I have a partial answer to my question because I read down a little bit under Public Act 490. It says both forest and farm reduced assessments require an application and supporting documentation. That means, do I have trees? Completed and returned to the assessor's office between September 1st and October 1st of each year. So we have to apply for the forestry reduced assessment yearly.
Right.
Okay, so that's the answer to the first one. The second one, the first one about the veterans, I don't know.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you. All right, citizen comments, the floor is still open. Okay. Hearing and seeing none, we will move on to agenda
Okay.
item 11. Oh, what?
Just one quick thing, Amy, that we forgot to touch on, that we will be having the town meeting that's coming
Oh,
up, and then if you could just lay that out, so that way the people know that with the situation with that, and to be aware, so that way they can attend accordingly.
Yeah, absolutely. March 16th, town meeting in person at the library, community center. Traditional town meeting, it will be voting to combine districts 1 and 2 in the town. And then just accepting a new map, and which will be part of the new ordinance, which will outline the 3 districts in town: Quinnebog, East Thompson, and then District 1 and 2 combined for a larger district. So thanks for reminding me about that, Ken. Yeah, 7 PM.
I have another question.
Yes.
Are you able to give us an update on the situation with the leadership of the Department of Public Works?
Well, we are currently preparing to start interviewing. It will be the Board of Selectmen that will be interviewing. We don't have a replacement yet. We have a crew leader and the administrative assistant there that will be holding down the fort. Hopefully, we find a good applicant and we hire sooner rather than later.
So that has been posted, the
It's been
job is
posted,
posted
yes. Yeah.
externally, like on Indeed or?
Yes,
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 and you are getting,
Indeed.
and you are getting
Town and
resumes and
munis-
applications?
Yes, yep.
That's a good question, Sally.
Thank you for
Sure.
the
Oh, wait.
encouragement, Suzanne. I appreciate it.
Yes, please, Mr. Williams.
190 Port Plain Road, Thompson. I'm just got to make a comment. I hope we're looking to promote from within if we can for that position.
They have the opportunity to apply.
Just-
Yeah. I don't think they want it, but. But no, that absolutely. They would get first, you know. Well, they would get preference, for sure. Okay, any other citizen comments?
Amy, this newsletter, this is Suzanne Dottie. The newsletter that you've put out has a lot of really good information in it. And I just want to make sure to reiterate, it's online
Yes.
at the town.
Town website, Facebook,
And there's copies
there's
printed
copies
here in the town hall.
in the selectman's office and at the library.
Okay.
And kudos to all the department heads. They all contributed,
Yeah.
so. Yep. Citizen comments. Floor is still open. All right, hearing and seeing none, we will move on to agenda item 11, tax refunds. Make a motion that we refund $325.34 to Stephen Roderick, $85.08 to Cynthia M. Latour, and $41.47 to Donna L. Gibbons, for a total of $451.89. I make that motion.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of refunding a total of $451.89, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And with that, I make a motion that we adjourn at 7:40 PM.
Second.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And that motion passes. We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.